gosh. Okay. 10th floor, same as before. Run right into this and hope. Drat. I wish that there's some sort of a luck thing that I could put on that would make it so, like, instead of just one potential enemy in the entire map dropping the key, there are 2 enemies that could drop the key, and whichever one of the 2 I defeat first is the one that actually drops it. Just so at worst, I wouldn't have to defeat every enemy. I'd have to defeat, like, every enemy except for 1 at worst case scenario. You know, like the last floor. I wonder if some floors are just... probably not. I was thinking, like, what if some floors just coded that it's like... Yeah, it's the, like, 15th enemy that you defeat is the one that has the key. Because I know in Dark Cloud 2, it's like, hey, one of the one of these enemies is the one. Just defeat all the other enemies you want. But it's like, on this floor, it's an Arthur that's holding it. So you can defeat all of the Gemrons and Mask guys or whatever that you want. That should be nice. Fire! Yeah, you can totally get it while backflipping if you aim it like just... If you time it just right. Yeah, definitely worth it to change the attribute to fighting the right monster. So that bout seems superfluous. We do know that there's a key involved somewhere along here. Yeah, if it's going to be a whole bunch of fight until the very last monster and that one has the key, this is going to definitely take a long time. But it doesn't have to be that way, you know. Where's the meat? Gosh. Yeah, I wish I could start selling these for even for like half the value. Because that's a lot of money's worth of stuff I'm... Oh, almost tossed a resurrection powder. A lot of money's worth of stuff I'm just tossing out here. No key. So if it's on that, monster up there. Then I have to open up those chests. Attribute wind. What? I got some wind. Don't break it. Alright, cool. One of the last monsters. Again. That's annoying. Why? Hey, more wind. We're in a different sort of carrying case. Oh, whatever. At least that room has water in it, so we can use that. And attribute thunder. I got an item, but I don't know what. Fine, repair it. I just want to get a quick little bit of easy XP before I leave this area. So I'm already here, like, anyway. Okay. So that's gonna be the fire and the wind all needed. And let's just start throwing in some more plant crystals. And yeah, that's all we really need, right? So, elements of guard, and now we can get these. And upgrade it. So now it's going to start using a lot of XP to level up again. And let's leave. Touch the pedestal. Go to the next floor. I think a big thing of Dark Chronicle having a bigger inventory is just that items stack. So in this game, you can have, like, 30 repair powders if you want. Dark Chronicle, you can only have 20, but they take up one inventory slot altogether. So in this game, you could have more of any particular item, but you can't necessarily have as many different items. Which is also part of why Dark Chronicle doesn't have, like, an item storage thing. Also, I don't think that the inventory ever expands in Dark Chronicle, does it? You just get, like, your 90 slots or whatever. And that's just it. And 90 slots will do you well until the end game. Unless you're going to get, like, a whole bunch of non-stacking things, right? I couldn't leave. It got me pinned against the wall. Oh, that's useful. Let's open up the map right here and see where we have to go. Okay, take two. Let's open up the map right here and see where we have to go. We could use this. Map. You're not helping still. You might help. But also still map? Okay, it is on this right side. Don't imagine there being like one Atla Melia on this whole thing. Imagine there just being Atla Melia that you could place like everywhere on the world. Still though, 100 floor dungeon is a crazy thing by itself. 100 floor dungeon with Atla Melia would be even worse. More crystal eyeball. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of monsters back here. I haven't seen any mummies in a while. I guess the monsters just kind of like gets tougher as you go in. Which I guess would make sense. I'm sure there's gonna be all new monsters sooner or later. Or maybe just a different pool of monsters every 10 floors. Let's also repair this. Yeah, I think I actually need like a solid like plus 18 to this weapon before I can actually upgrade it. Or build it up or whatever. So if I look at like all of its attributes and stuff and how many different crystals it needs, and the fact that I have no gemstones for it, which, again, I could pick up. If I get another ×2 while building this up, I'll go to the first back floor that I can find and hope to get good gemstones for this. Yep. There's a silver key that'll probably be needed. You have to like release the pellet like while it's going up or something in order to hit it while it's coming back down. Again, I could just use the gun that I built up to and just blast my way through all of this without having to worry about properly leveling it up, blah blah blah, but I chose to not do that. I could also just fish for a couple of hours, gotten whatever gemstones I needed to help build this up faster, and what with that, heck, combine the two. Find whatever gemstones I need to make sure that the gun is at, you know, full everything stats. Bunch of diamonds, a couple of elemental crystals, that sort of thing. Just throwing all that in, but no, didn't do that either. Oh my gosh. More crystal eyes. Yeah, all this time while also trying to maintain an inventory. Alright, well, might as well go to this room over here because it's nice and close and see if one of these can give me the key. No, I'm on wind. Still. Boom. Gosh, yeah, I know I've been putting this off for, like, ever. Oh, wait, this thing can block, can't it? Okay, okay. If I look at everything that it still needs, not counting any doubles or gemstones, it needs a miscellaneous amount on the front side. Because, like, attack has to be 60, endurance has to be... So attack plus 10, endurance plus 10, speed plus 10, magic plus 8. So if I get 10 more levels, all of those will be up fully. So if I get to plus 20 from other methods, if I get to a plus 20, that will be done. And then don't need any more of these attribute type crystals. Gosh, getting a lot of wind crystals here. So what I need here is... So after building this up, I'll still need 5 more beast crystals for all of the beast. Bring that up to 51. Sky, I'll need 4 more sky crystals. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 5 plant crystals. So that'd be 14. And plus 10 dinosaur, dragon crystals. So what's that? 24? 8, 16, 24, I think. So I'll need to build this up to a plus 19 / plus 20. So plus 19 at least. Yeah, maybe I should start grabbing the anti-dragon crystals from wherever I stored those. Sky Hunter. Oh, wait, I need some of these. Didn't I say I needed 4 of these, right? I need 4 of these, 5 plants, didn't need those, and this is one I just got. I needed 10 dragons. I'm sure I got everything I needed for this slingshot, but am I really that far behind on dragons? What? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still need 4 more dragon crystals and 3 more plants. Where did I put these? Four dragons and 3 plants. Oh, here's the 4 dragons. And here's 4 plants. I got an extra plant somewhere. Okay, I got all the crystals that I need. So, this thing will have to be built up 9 or 10 times to reach the final level. Unless I, you know, wind up getting a gemstone. Foop! Well, final level, I say. Well, that's easy. Time to leave. And grab a map. That's a banana. I'm curious. We have, yeah, 5 XP because we just built it up. Yeah, that thing's worth 15. A little bit hard to get around it, so I'm just, instead working on getting through it. Yep, keep going down. Don't want to deal with you. Floor 13, done. Did I get into battle between the floors? What happened there? So that's flood a bunch of water. This flood probably won't have much in the way of waters. Let's eat a cheese. Real quick. Well, let's leave. Drat, what a bomb. Boop. Imagine doing this dungeon actually 1 floor at a time. Talk about taking forever. Oh no, my feather broke. Yeah, put useful stuff in amongst all of that. A lot of Halloweens. Halloween was like a week ago. All the stores already sold out on candy. I know, because I went to the store myself to try to find some, but unfortunately, no. Yes, maybe around New Year's time I can go back to the store and... I did not mean to do that, but whatever. I probably need to be healed anyway, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. Time to leave. Oh, we can play with you, puppy. Come on. Come on. Fetch. Play dead. Good boy. I mean, there's got to be an N2 here somewhere, right? There we go. This time I paused, looked at the item, and went, yeah, that's the black crest item that we need, right? It's black. It's mostly black. Let's just use it. And that was good enough for me. I can hear that vacuum. Ow. Okay, what is the good attribute against a diamond? It's not thunder. Is it fire? Looks like fire. Okay, I need to stay away from the diamond so it doesn't do exactly that to me over and over again. Wait a sec. Do I have... I don't have the key. Attribute, nice. Yeah. What else? Yeah. Carrot. Oh, Grind is really good against a diamond, huh? Maybe they're just resistant to thunder. Looks like a diamond is worth 10 XP, huh? Customize just a little bit. Alright, there. Wait. Upgrade. It's only about 8 more levels or something, right? Not that much further. And let's pump up all of these to drastic lengths. Some holy water. Don't care what that thing is. Floor 16 down. Okay, okay. We're starting to get through this a bit faster now. It's all in the case of how lucky can we get, right? I think I saw the exit too. So if this has the floor key, we are good. God, imagine if you could randomly get, like, stat boosting items here. Wait. I don't know what it is about this enemy, but it can and will absolutely, like, push you into a wall and just lock you in there. Yeah, unfortunately it couldn't be quite that easy, but still. Again, we don't care about being cursed, so we're fine. Let's get the key from one of these enemies. Big chest holds the key. Give up, use the key being carried, tear the trap away and release it. Locked and doesn't open. Tearing it open may activate a trap. Stinger explosion spell. They didn't translate the big trap chests the same way in this dungeon, did they? Double impact! It's my same slingshot! It was me. Oh, crystal eyeball. I know what to do with this. 4 eyes. So, that was interesting. Attribute. Holy. Why do I have no attribute on? Well, that was weird. Tear away at the trap and release it. That's a lot more dramatic than just, guess the trap and try to solve it, or whatever those chests normally say. Why was the translation different for this dungeon? I'm going to guess that this dungeon wasn't done at the same time as, like, the rest of the game was. Or was, like, you know, a late addition, to everything else. They had the whole rest of the game, and they were all like, hey, the Japanese version has a demon shaft. Should we throw that in? It's like, yeah, we should. It's like... But it's like... A lot of the stuff is the same. So, like, why didn't they just, like, copy-paste the translated chest text over from, you know, the rest of the game? Why did they retranslate it? Was there, like, just someone on the translation team who's all like, yeah, this much more awesome text that I wrote, we're going to use this. Because I will admit that the text is a lot more awesome. How did you miss? Just gosh, the sheer joy of just Dark Chronicle just like, hey, you beat the mystery dungeon? Cool, now play golf in it. Escape powder, let's throw that out. It's not even keep it for sake of potentially using, we're throwing it out completely. We got a lot of extra repair powders. Oh, almost a big old chunk right here. Let's throw that in there. We got a lot of repair powders. Used up a couple of Drann's feathers. Yeah. I was thinking, it's like, those haven't, you know, stood back up for a while now. If the monster just blocked constantly, if the monster with the door key just kept blocking constantly, you'd just not be able to solve the dungeon. I don't know if I don't know if like throwing a bomb can get around it or what. I think one of the characters, the hammer guy, right? I think he has, I think his charged attack can get through blocks. So that's a thing. Maybe. We still need the map and the magical amulet. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, defense and offense. All of this path and nada. It's one of those two up there. Or it could be this one down here. Hi, Sil. What up? Thanks for the repair powder. We're probably gonna use it soon. Nope, you don't have it either. View, 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 view. Gosh. Okay, what is it? No. One of these two has it, and both of these are monsters that know how to block, so that's annoying. It is specifically that. This just would have to have the map in it. Like I said. Also, toss that, keep that, toss that, keep that, put that up there. Put that there. And yeah, that's just a map, so whatever. We already have the entire place explored. It can't be anything else, that's the only chest. I feel like I'm trying to convince myself more than anyone else, mostly because nobody else is gonna watch this, so I'm the only one I'm talking to. Boom! Okay. If we can get to floor 21 before the 2-hour mark, then this could still very well be a 10-hour dungeon instead of an 11-hour dungeon. Yeah, I think all 5 attributes get used by us. Get used versus some enemy, right? Thunder is the least used, but still. Six. Right, and then upgrade. Yeah, I'm realizing that the dragon might actually be rather useful, just because of all of the Gemron monsters, which probably count as dragons. So that needs 12. No. Sky needs 10. Beast needs like 11. This will still need quite a few. So let's start upgrading the dragon aspect. Yeah, doesn't need any undead, so no point in putting any undead weapon attachments on. Yeah, only 7 more levels, and then we can upgrade this. And I don't know, in theory, just start working on a different character's weapon. Oh gosh, no. Oh gosh, no. No to that. I'll take this. No to that. No to that. Still so many very generic things in the chests here. Might as well go down first, just to make sure that it's not any of these things, and very Halloween-y floor. Fine. Eat some meat. But also throw away this antidote. Also do that. God. Come on. Giant mimic, nope. Locked and doesn't open. Tearing it open may activate a trap. Tear the trap away and release it. Ryan guy enters the right path. It must be a stinger. What is it? Curse, poison, or explosion? I guess stinger is poison? Oh, it's one of your weapons. Alright. Yeah. We filled up this inventory full of weapons just to get a couple of extra things, so just got the Gladius. Get a new Gladius. Man-eater? Interesting. That is a very neat looking sword. That is very interesting. Well, hey, maybe it was a good thing that we went all the way down there. Oh, also, don't want to forget about that yet. Weapon. Attribute fire. Gosh, why do we keep hitting these floors that it's like, nope, it's the last item. Or it's the last enemy, you know? Do you know why we keep hitting these floors? Sasha would like to know. At least we don't have to duel every single one of them. That would be annoying. But yeah, the concept of duels was interesting. Just, you know, scripted mini boss fights. Yeah, it almost seems like in Dark Cloud they tried to put too much in and couldn't really fit everything in that they wanted to. But in Dark Cloud 2, they wanted to fit everything in, and they actually managed to fit everything in. I'm sure if I really think about it and look through it, there are a couple of things in Dark Cloud that just seem to be halfway done or like abandoned. Like in the Giorama, you can decorate the cities. Yeah, it doesn't ever explain why you can just fly around the town to help put it back together. That's just a thing that you can just do. And it's like, yeah, you can just go into Giorama mode. It's like, well, what's the lore because of this? Does the Atlas merely allow me to fly? It's like, no, it just helps you to rebuild it. It's like, but what's like the lore? What's the fluff? What's the story behind the story? Story within the story? What is the logic? And it's like, it can help you build city. Like, imagine, oh gosh. Imagine a Giorama-based boss fight. Where, like, you face off against, say, the Dark Genie. And you have to keep rebuilding things as the Dark Genie keeps trying to tear them down. It's like, after a whole sequence of getting, you know, say, the rest of your party all armed up and ready for fight, and also, say, getting villagers armed up and ready for a fight, then you get, yeah, so yeah, after a couple chapters of whatever, and the final fight is your other 5 party members, not the starter one, are all in a big fight against, like, the Dark Genie and the Dark Genie's forces, whatever. Whereas you, as the player, rebuild the town that is being actively destroyed by the Dark Genie. And as you rebuild it, like, your characters have access to whatever things. Build in higher ledges so the ranged characters, you know, can use them for advantage on the invading forces. Plop down some rivers down there so, you know, your characters can have a bit of distance. Put down, like, a hospital so your characters can, like, get healed when they get injured. So as they go through and fight, you have to keep rebuilding the town while it's being destroyed. to assist your allies, however much you've managed to build them up. So if you've gone, you know, main character only, you'd be screwed here. As they put up the good fight. And then also, heck, some NPCs. Maybe even just give some of them some weapons. Give a gun to the sheriff guy from Queens. The Macho Brothers, I mean, they use fisticuffs as no, like, glove weapons, but, like, you know, give characters weapons that you have built up. Give NPCs weapons, especially, like, depending on... Yeah, have a whole aspect of the game that's just all, like, how well you treated people. And based on, like, if you treated people nicely, or, like, then they would be more willing to help you and all that. Like, say in Queens, you could choose to get, like, a character arrested, and if you do, they can't help with the fight. In the desert area, you could potentially get that criminal, like, released from prison, and then if you do, they help you fight, just because, like, you know, they're thankful for being released and all that. You know, charismatically go through the game for people, and also level up your party members, so your party members are probably going to be better than the regular villagers, all for a final fight where you are put down, where you rebuild a city while the Dark Genie destroys it. That would be an epic boss fight. Wouldn't it be, though? Wait a second. I am a bit low on dinosaur. Whatevs. Do some sky stuff. So yeah, you do the Georama and all that. And... yeah, so you go through, like, the time dungeon, whatever, and you get various... No. Once you reach the end of the game, you get to use all of the Georama that you've found throughout the game. So, like, you can put down new houses and stuff, and it's like, you, in order for, like, the NPCs to be around, their house has to be there. Like, you have to have the Mafia place there for the genie to exist. Kind of a thing. Skunk. Is this a flame? I think this is a flamethrower. That'd be fun to try out. So yeah, whatever. I think that would be a wicked awesome boss fight that this game just didn't have. It was just, yep, fight Dark Genie, run around in circles, fighting the Dark Genie. If any companies want to make a Dark Cloud 3 or whatever Dark Cloud themed game, you can absolutely use that idea as a final boss fight. However, tell me about it, because if you're making a Dark Cloud themed game, I want to know about it so I can potentially play it. Yeah. Because, like, the premise of, hey, you build stuff while someone else takes it down seems like a losing battle, right? Like, even if you put... unless you win by putting everything out, you're not going to be able to win, because you can't stop them from destroying things, right? So just... I also think it would be interesting if you could just, like, put, towns pieces in by, like, other towns. So you could just have various townsfolk, like, just in the wrong towns. You probably do that. I'm sure there's some thing in this game where you can have people be in the wrong areas. Probably wouldn't really do much of anything. It would be interesting just to see people from different towns, like, walking around together, like, person from Queens in the Desert and all that, but it would just be, you know, funny, right? Oh. Gotcha! Max whip increased! Woohoo! Let's get that whip up, up. Let's get that whip. Right? That's what people say. Let's get that whip. Okay. If it's not this one enemy, it's one of the last two. Again. Nope, I'm gonna need the key. Sigh. Yeah. Made it, like, almost made it through, through floor 20 here. If it's you, I could still wind up doing it. Yeah, whatever, just gonna bend this. Oh my gosh. Once again, the last enemy. We should be keeping a tally. What percentage of these are done with the last enemy having the floor key? Also, how many repair powders do we actually need? I wasn't aware that, like, every other monster we could steal repair powder from. We have 37. We start with, like, 25. So I guess that's like 2 episodes done now. Woohoo! 20 floors down.